In this video, I will give you a brief introduction to strabismus. First of all, there are two axes in the eye. Number one is visual axis, and the other is anatomical axis. Anatomical axis pass from posterior pore of the eye, its central part, to the cornea, front part of the eye, and also its central part. And visual axis passes from fovea to nodal point to object of interest. If I draw the diagram of an eye, this is the posterior pole of the eye, posterior surface of the eye. Its central part, an axis go from here and pass through central part of the cornea. This is known as anatomical axis. And another axis, a line passing from fovea to the nodal point of the eye to the object of interest, the object which the human eye is looking. This axis is known as visual axis. Let's suppose this is the posterior surface of the eye from frontal view, and this is its center point, which means that it is center point of posterior pole. And here is, suppose, your nose. So the fovea is situated slightly temporally to the posterior pole of the eye. It means that these two axes make an angle with each other. This angle which these two axes make is known as angle kappa, and its normal value is 5 degree. Suppose you are looking at an object, then there is an axis, visual axis of one eye, and there is visual axis of the other eye. So the visual axis of both eyes intersect at a point, or you can say that they intersect at the a fixation object, so that a single image is formed, which we call as BSV, binocular single vision. This happens in normal persons, and when these visual axes do not intersect, it is known as strabismus. So what is strabismus? Misalignment of the visual axis Now there are two important terms. Number one is orthotropia, and number two is heterotropia. Orthotropia means perfect alignment of the eyes. Perfect alignment of eyes. Or simply you can say that straight eyes. While heterotropia means that there is a manifest deviation of one or both eyes, and visual axes do not intersect at fixation object. So we classify heterotropia into different types. Esotropia means that your eye moves inward. It means that the patient will look like this. In this case, there is right esotropia. Right eye has moved inside. In exotropia, one eye moves, or two or both eyes move outward. This is known as exotropia. In hypertropia, one eye is upward relative to the other, and in hypotropia, one eye is downward relative to the other, which is normal eye. Then there is another term which is known as phoria. It is also known as latent strabismus. It is divided into two categories, orthophoria and heterophoria. Heterophoria means that there is a tendency of the eye to deviate when fusion is blocked. For example, your one eye is normal, other is slightly outward. But when you see from both eyes, then due to fusion reflex, your eye looks straight, it looks like normal. But when you block the fusion or you put a cover in front of one eye, then this eye under the cover will deviate. This is known as heterophoria, ability of eye to deviate when fusion is blocked. Again, it is divided into four categories: esophoria and inward imbalance, exophoria, outward imbalance, hyperphoria, upward imbalance, and hypophoria, downward imbalance. Then there is another term known as orthophoria, which means that eyes will remain straight when fusion is blocked. So this is a basic introduction to strabismus.